Are you still unhappy that Joe Root is the New England Test captain? Do you think the likes of Broad, Anderson, Stokes, Butler, Bairstow all overlooked? Well, it's your lucky day. This Saturday at Cricket Mania, there'll be a Money in the Bank match. All
What
looking
stadium?
the Oval. All looking to take on Joe Root at Summer Cricket Slam the following week, where the real England Test captain will be named. You be there. I'll be there.
Who are you?
You know, the little stumpy guy that follows Brock Lesnar, right? Yeah, he is the surfer, bitch. This is the Long Hop Cricket Podcast.
This was the show.
I'm Dave. This is Owen. We are back with you with another rainy day podcast. Our favourite podcast. But we've got to give a special mention to Ammar Gupta out there, who is the only one keeping the podcast alive with a brilliant idea. We were probably just going to do a Royal Rumble with cricket players, weren't we, really? Though I'm glad I got wrestling in there somehow. Anyway, this episode is about our favourite moments within cricket. Watching, playing, or seeing anything live, or
Just watching for you.
even playing on Don Bradman, Cricket 17/14, whatever takes your fancy, eh? How do you want to kick this one off then? Do you want to do it in groups, television, live and playing? Or do you want to just throw in there, riff it a bit?
I think riffing's the best way to go, personally.
Riffing! Every time we use the word riffing, we should have a monkey news.
We're not having... It's not being one of the... Should we have background music throughout our podcast? Like it's a proper radio show.
No. Radio shows don't have background music.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
They definitely do.
Well, they have normal music on. That's why it's a radio show.
No, but they have like music in the background whilst they're talking.
I want the Undertaker's theme music.
We want small children in, like on this big screen looking like they just climbed out of a grave. Isn't it? This is hard, isn't it?
Anyway, your favourite moments in cricket. Should we put down... All right, an alarm will go off if you've mentioned 05.
Just like a beep, 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 beep.
Yeah. Keep it fruity. You can't mention 05.
Right, do you want to start then?
Yeah, I think my favourite game I've ever been to was not last summer, the summer before. I went to Lord's to watch England versus New Zealand in a test match. I went on the fourth day and then the fifth day. The fourth day it hadn't sold out, so I just went down there of the morning. My first time at Lord's. And it's at Lord's, you know, it's something really special about going to Lord's. It's something completely different.
Yeah, those members find it special, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's
Why do they turn up?
I think it's still special.
Asleep.
Anyway,
Those benches don't look comfy.
I was mesmerised with.
They must travel a long way just to nap.
No, I reckon they're probably it's a posh area, isn't it?
Yeah, but a lot of them nap. Like you've just got out of bed to go nap on a wooden bench.
It's not a bad way to spend your retirement or any sort of time, really. Anyway,
Sorry,
I'm just going to build the game
Go
up
on.
a little bit. I think it got to
most people know, but go on.
pretty much a full house, and England. It looked like the draw was going to happen, right?
Yeah.
And Cookie makes 150, Stokes makes 100, Mainani makes 60. And it didn't actually, it looked like a draw, but, you know, I suppose New Zealand were maybe even favourites on the fourth day, if they
This
was.
better get exciting soon for one of the best moments in cricket.
I go the next day, and it's one of those ones where I've not got up as early as the day before. I roll in about 11 o'clock, and there's queues all around, all the way back to St John's Wood Station. I'm thinking, oh, fuck. I'll just go and find one of those blokes that sells the tickets.
Right.
It's like, do you know what, I'll take a punt on this. It's like 50 quid. I'm just like, oh.
That's all right.
Yeah, but it's like 50 quid for a fakey wakey.
Was it fake?
No, it was a goodie, but
Oh.
imagine if it wasn't. And then I watch the game. It was like a football atmosphere, but everyone
At
was
Lords?
yeah,
I would have
at
been
Lords.
happy about
And everyone was like cheering in. I think Stokes picked up 2 wickets in 3 balls or something, cheering in his running. And England knock over New Zealand. Goes most of the fifth day. I probably stopped about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Really, really good couple of days of cricket, and it was sunny and fell in love with Lords. And that's my favourite. I've been to Worcester a lot of times. I've been to Warwickshire and Northampton. Seen some great games at Worcester, county games. But going to go and watch England turn this one into a draw into a win was definitely my best moment in watching cricket.
I went
live
and
anyway.
I've been to a few games at Lords, and this young kid tried to start a Mexican wave. People just started shouting at him to sit down. It's like, come on, sit down.
You're not.
And there was a streaker.
Do you remember when we were at Lords, and we'd gone and watched England play Sri Lanka, and a woman was going to sit. I forgot what the stand's called. It's not the man stand. It's the one like behind the bowler's arm, next to the media stand.
Compton or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She wants to sit in like the lower Compton or Eldridge or whatever it is, and it's the one where it's pretty much like you're in a cave.
Right.
She goes up to the steward. Will the ball hit me here?
I don't remember that. She worried about the ball hitting.
Yeah. She was just like, and he was just like, no, I shouldn't imagine so. He's never really hit anybody here.
I think that's why they've made the boundary ropes big. Do you remember when they 10 years ago, the little bits of rubber around it used to just be perfect ramps just to skim it straight into the crowd. Now they're like massive triangles that just kill the ball.
Yeah, that's
I think too many people. I think too many people were getting smacked by it.
Do you remember when Yaya Toure smashed that football? If you haven't watched that on YouTube,
It's brutal. Don't watch that.
Type in Yaya Toure smashes ball into girl's face. Something along those lines, and it is brutal.
Why did you bring that up? That's horrible.
It just reminded me of that. Look, I've seen a few people get hit, not on television, with cricket balls.
Have you?
Like parries or not like ba-ding.
I've never seen anyone on telly get hit by a cricket ball in the crowd.
I've seen,
which is amazing. You'd think it would happen way more.
I've seen balls in beers and things like that.
Yeah, but
geezers.
Do you remember? Oh no, I can't.
Yeah, I know what series you're going to talk
Some
about.
bloke was trying to, when people lean to try and catch the ball.
Yeah.
And it was had one of those big walkways. It was like a concrete thing there was a gap for vehicles to come through. And he leant and he completely flipped over the edge and fell. He must have hurt himself. That was a long drop trying to catch the ball.
Have you ever caught a ball?
We've talked about it before. I tried to catch one when we went to
but
Worcester.
have you ever actually caught one?
In the crowd? No.
Does the ball ever come to you even on the ramp?
No.
No, nor me.
No.
I've never touched a cricket ball.
Is this the best moment in cricket?
No, well, I was just going to ask you what your best moment in watching cricket is.
Watching
live.
cricket? What, as in being in the stadium?
Yeah, you have to be there. Or be square.
It was probably the first one I ever went to watch, which was...
Well, international or county?
It was county. Actually...
What did you go and watch?
It was Worcester versus West Indies A.
That was the first game you ever watched?
That was the first cricket game I went to go and see.
That was a very, very good game.
It was really good.
Got a bit rainy, didn't it?
Did get a little bit rainy, and it got really close from West Indies. It was West Indies A.
Darren Sammy was there.
Yeah, and they just started smashing, trying to make the total.
Yeah.
And Batty took an absolute screamer on the boundary, running around.
And now you hate him.
I don't hate him. He's just not of the quality to play for England.
Another favourite moment was, for me, I went and watched, again at Worcester or England A, play Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka got absolutely battered, and Tom Moody took the Sri Lankan team back out.
Right.
To field on the outfield. To train on the outfield.
Right.
And I stayed for another hour and a half. And you could see, that Sri Lanka had just got battered. Kumar Sangakkara walks off, and he's all padded up with his wicket-keeping gear on.
Right.
And there's a few of us waiting there for him. And
You're not up for it.
Just takes his gloves off nonchalantly and just says hello to everybody, signs everyone's things.
I'll probably finished early.
And I just thought, that's really nice. That's why you are.
I tell you what did happen in that West Indies A Worcester game. Yeah. I think possibly the biggest six I've ever seen on telly or anywhere.
Is Roger Sillence? Did he make that 94 in that?
Yeah,
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
he hit it. There's
Was this
if
silence?
anyone's been to the
Silence
Worcester
was-
games, there's like a private school cricket pitch
He hit it into that.
right next. He hit it over the poplar trees that are outside of the ground. The poplar trees are huge. I've never seen someone hit a ball so far. It was absolutely massive.
I was the same player. Silence.
Yeah, I got his signature in that game.
I was I watched him once.
He got 90 there, didn't he?
Yeah, I think it's like 96 or 94, something like that. And the commentator spent the whole time of him bowling, ripping him for having a haircut on the
What the
speaker
hell?
system.
oh, did he?
Yeah. So it's like when T20 you first came in and nobody gave a shit. I
Right.
enjoyed T20 back then, but nobody
Why,
cared.
you don't enjoy it now?
No, it's too stressful for me now.
What do you mean? Too stressful?
Like T20 should just literally be just a piss about in the park with your mates. Like they should. Like it should be like WWE.
What is it? It's more like WWE now.
No. But I mean, like in the Attitude Era, like where Stone Cold would come down and stunner people. We should have stunners and things like that, and fireworks and jacuzzis, and like
They
mud
do.
wrestling.
Mud Rage.
And yeah, the commentator just ripped him for shreds just after every ball.
What haircut did he have?
No, it's just like just a normal haircut.
Oh, right.
But obviously, I think he had longer hair and came into that.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Bit of a nothing story, really, but
Good story. Have you had? Have you had any stinkers watching cricket live?
watching cricket.
Because you haven't because I think I've been to. I haven't had a stinker watching England play.
I watched England play West Indies,
You said this.
and England just got hammered. But I didn't. I thought it was
Who
really
was
good
playing
to
for West
watch.
Indies though? Shanderpaul.
Shanderpaul got 112 not out and hit like 1-4, and the rest was singles.
But it was filthy.
And Fidel Edwards got
Was he doing
bowled
that?
really well, and England
You
were
can't
pretty
see
rubbish.
me.
But I still enjoyed it.
You
But
still enjoyed it.
wasn't a screamer of the game.
I've been, I've never been to a game where I've had to, pay it, which wasn't my membership fee, that covered it. That's been rained off or been an absolute stink. I've been quite lucky actually with actually going to watch international cricket.
I've watched like second day county games where nothing really happens.
Oh
But
yeah,
I quite like that.
Yeah,
Like that would be considered
Yeah, that's fine,
shocking
I
to
think. Yeah.
watch, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
So
I've watched.
I don't know if you can have a stinker if a game is being played.
Tell you what I did watch, and my father was screaming. He never screamed. At
Oh, you've
cricket
told me about this.
games. Worcester needed to beat Surrey
Yeah.
in the county championship. This was probably 06.
Hmm.
And Worcester have got them down 9 down, and
Right.
there's about half an hour worth of play left. And Gareth Batty's bowling well, but Mark Butcher is just manipulating the strike. He's facing every ball without fail, every
Right.
ball, and he's blocking. My dad just started shouting things like, "If you're not going to hit it, then what's the point of me being here? Just hit it!"
Because they want him to go for the win.
No, there was no chance they were going to win. My dad was getting so
I
pissed
see.
off.
You just wanted him just to have a go.
He was just like, "Let us watch." Like, are you not entertained? Moments? And he was just being like, "Hit it!" And I think he just couldn't understand that the best thing for
His career.
Surrey to do is to play out.
He
Like
was an averages man.
and that was a bit of a stinker. But apart from that, not too many. What about best moments in watching it on the telly or the radio? Now I think I've actually got a strange ritual when I watch cricket.
Go on.
So I watch it. I've got the television set up here. I watch it on television, but I have to pause it and have it link up with the radio.
Yeah, you do that, don't you? You listen to Test Match Special and
Yeah.
watch it on the telly,
Yeah.
and there's like a 2-ball delay.
So I have to. So I with
Which one comes through first?
the telly. The telly's. a lot
So you
quicker.
watch the delivery,
No.
you watch the
no,
next delivery, and then you listen to the commentators talk
I
about
do
it
when I
after
go
it's
and,
happened.
when I go and watch it live. I do.
Jesus. Oh my god!
There's no other way around it. So
What do you mean? There's no other way around it?
there's no other way around it. I have to. And the only thing that really pisses you off is when you go and watch it live. And let's say you're watching England bat and someone's taking a wicket, you got to relive the wicket twice.
Yeah,
So
of course.
you see you bet Alice
But you're
Cook
opting
out.
for this.
Oh, but what I do is I pause it on the television,
Oh right, and then play it in time.
And then try and get the radio and the television to sync up, which isn't that hard.
Why do you give yourself such problems?
Oh, but Test Match Special,
it's really good, but
it's the best thing I've ever.
Isn't it better without the telly? Do you know what I mean?
No,
the telly enhances it.
You don't need a telly. You're right. You do not need a telly.
Right.
But it's just.
Does it make that much of a difference compared to the commentating you get anyway? Yes.
Yeah. No doubt that Test Match Special. Listening to it on the radio, you got to remember they talk about things. They fill time with things.
They just talk about the cakes they get delivered.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And, like you listen to a game at Lords, and Blowers is telling you what buses is driving past.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another ambulance gone down the road, and you can hear these things. And like we're so used to watching it when we're watching on the television that the pictures we're watching can fill up the time, the sound, but they can't on the radio.
They started talking about a league game that was going on a pitch close to the game.
See,
they started talking about the bowlers and stuff.
I honestly think
you're watching an international game.
When my friends say to me, "Why do you like cricket?" I have to say, the commentary is the best commentary in sport.
Really?
I just think it's the most interesting commentary.
That's your defence for why you like cricket?
No, but that is one of the things I enjoy about cricket the most, is how brilliant the commentary is. And I can imagine golf being similar because it's an all-day thing.
Right, yeah.
But I don't know if I imagine you do get great stories when golf commentators ever meet up and do their shit. But I don't like golf.
No.
And I think the cricket commentary is brilliant. I think, that's my ritual. I link up Test Match Special with BBC iPlayer. The
best experience I've had of watching cricket was when I came over to your house really late to watch 2010-11 Ashes.
Yeah.
And I remember watching, we were buzzing for it, and Straussy got out on the third ball. Was it the third ball or second ball? It was second ball. Right, he cut it straight to Hussey.
Yeah.
Just instantly, we're both like, well, that's it. We've lost the whole Ashes series just straight away. And, and then, I crashed my car. And
oh, yeah, you did, yeah. You're on the way home. You smashed.
That was my car. So you had like this driveway. I had to reverse down this driveway. And it was narrow getting out if you're getting the angle, but it was icy.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where my car, the wing mirror had hooked on the hedge, but I couldn't drive back up the driveway.
Yeah, there were two hedges that acted as an entrance, if you like.
But my wing mirror got hooked, and I just couldn't be bothered. I was just too tired, so I just slammed on reverse as hard as I could. It just ripped the wing mirror straight off.
But this was the same series where you stayed up all night. You were at my house, stayed up all night and watched Hussey.
Watched David Hussey and Brad Haddin put on a huge partnership where Hussey got to 180 something and Brad Haddin got 100. And I was like, do you know what? You were asleep and it was like 4 a.m. I was like, I'm not doing this. Left. You woke up, saw Australia collapse and England just put on a huge score.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it. I watched it forever.
So
that was amazing though. I loved that. And then when it got to the point where Tremlett and Bresnan were bowling at them to get them all out.
Yeah.
And they did. Oh, it was so good. Beating them in Australia. That was amazing.
I think watching Cook make all those runs was pretty special for me.
I loved watching England when you knew they were going to do well.
Well, I just think when...
Just revel in it.
I think when some of the players do really well, I like watching Johnny Bairstow do well. I really like watching Bairstow do well.
I loved watching Trott.
Yeah.
It's like you're not going to get him out. He's going to bat forever.
And I that 2010-11 series, I loved watching Cookie come out to bat. I think Cookie, Strauss, Trott.
That batting lineup was insane. They were all in form as well.
Well, they were at the top of the game.
All of the batsmen were at peak in that series.
My favourite moment was Stuart Broad's 8 for 15.
Oh, really? I was nonplussed by that.
Oh, come on.
No, seriously, I'll tell you why. Because I don't think Australia were threatening. They don't have that intimidating. I think the best thing happens is when you're up against it.
But England weren't favourites to go
England should beat Australia. It's not a big thing anymore.
That was the last Ashes, I remember listening to a lot of it. I'd probably say I'd listen to the 8th. I didn't watch it. Obviously found it on highlights afterwards. And yeah, England weren't favourites. And I remember actually that was a series where Clarkey retired afterwards. It was a really emotional speech. And I remember I was on a bus listening to it. And it was really teary actually. I wasn't crying, but I just felt like we just won the Ashes. That was brilliant. And Cookie was a bit teary, but then Clarkey got teary. I thought that was quite a special moment in cricket, listening to those two, really emotional, talking about what a great series they had, which, wasn't like a previous series.
I think the only way that 05 will ever be beaten, not that it will, but I think to get close
3-2.
To get close to it, you have to have Australia just crush England for a long period of time and be unquestionably the best team in the world. And then England come in as massive underdogs and just beat them.
What about if
that's how you get an incredible series.
Australia go 2-0 up in the winter. England come back, make it 3-2.
No, because they don't have any legends in their team. Even if they do really well and players play really well, they don't have any legends in their team.
No?
No, they don't.
Have you got any more fun moments of cricket?
Watching it?
Yeah.
No. I don't know. I haven't had that many watching it.
Really. Yeah, I suppose not.
I'll tell you what I had once listening to it, Test Match Special. I listened to when Trott and... I was on holiday in Wales and I listened to Trott and Broad against Pakistan put on that huge... When we had that collapse.
Oh, okay,
and Broad got that 160 something and Trott got a massive score. And then they just completely fell apart and they couldn't do it and they just got bowled out for nothing and we won. That was brilliant.
Right, I know we've said we won't mention this series.
Well, I already have, but
I think just there's a moment in this series where Andrew Strauss's slip catch.
Yeah, that was good.
Now, I think I was home alone. I must have been 16. And I turned the television right up and when I had a bath. Effectively using the television
05?
As a radio.
You definitely weren't 16.
No, I was probably 12 or 13. I wouldn't have been home alone at that age.
No. Anyway.
But anyway, the events that follow,
They're all true.
You'd hope I was home. Certainly nobody was in my direct space, if you like. So anyway, I was listening. The bathroom door was open,
right?
So I could listen to
I don't think anyone's going to question this, but
the television, and I heard Andy Strauss's catch being taken, and I've just
going mental.
I've just gone out the bath, dripping wet, no towel, just ran straight into the living room, sopping wet, big trail of water behind me, and I've just watched this brilliant catch. And that was
good.
That will stick with me. I think just what happened there. I thought that was a really special moment.
That was when they had the highlights on Channel 4, wasn't it?
No, that was when they had it. It was played.
Yeah, I know, coverage. But they had the highlights on Channel 4 because I remember because I used to be at school all day, and then I'd come home and have no idea what had happened. And I remember watching the highlights of the Edgbaston test. Couldn't deal with it. When it got down to like, when it got down to like we had 2 balls to get or 3 balls, and Harmison gets Kaspovic.
It's not. It doesn't go out to.
It is. There's 2 balls left.
No, it's not. It doesn't go to balls. It goes to runs, doesn't it?
No, it's not. That's the one where. Oh, is it?
Yeah, because the balls one.
Is it 3 runs they need?
Yeah, because the one we were counting on the balls.
Yeah, balls. They survived, don't they? Brett Lee survives. Yeah.
But the Kaspovic one
is the runs. Yeah, because they got a huge partnership as well, didn't they?
Yeah.
They were doing
Warney
well.
kicked his wickets over, stumps over. No, do not understand.
No one looked into that.
Yeah, Matt Trixon. I can't believe that hasn't been looked into.
Turned up in a Lambo the next day. No one looked into that.
That 05 Ashes.
That won't be beaten. Well, not for us anyway.
You've collected the DVDs of Ashes.
I love it.
A special place in your heart. But
I collected the 5-0 one of Australia giving us a hammering.
The 07. No.
Yeah. 06, 07.
Why did you do that?
It's so good. I love just watching that because that was also that sort of the end of that Australian team playing their best.
Yeah.
It was so mint. They just crushed us. We were so bad. and they just Adam Gilchrist. Where was it? Was it Adelaide? No, it wasn't. I don't know, but it might have been Adelaide. It's just 100 off. It was the one where he had the opportunity to get the fastest 100 in Test match history, and then Hoggers bowled a wide.
I still don't understand how that works.
It's harsh, isn't it?
Do you think a no ball should be counted as a delivery? Because a wide, technically, you can't really score off a wide.
You can't hit it, so that's
a
why
no ball. No ball should.
So that shouldn't count to facing a ball.
No, it shouldn't be. But a no ball could be, I think. Really, neither of them should be. Yeah. But if one of them is going to be, the no ball should.
But so he bowled a wide, and so he didn't get it.
He
was just smacking Monty all over the place.
Another moment in watching live cricket for me was very, very special. Was remember when Worcester was flooded and Worcester had to go and play in Kidderminster on a very, very good league pitch.
Yeah, I've played there.
You played there?
Yeah.
And this ground is a league pitch. There's no. Or is there? Was there one? I don't think there's any stands.
No, not really.
There might have been.
They have a really good pavilion that has really good steps that is sort of like a mini stand.
They might have put a stand very tiny, but anyway, we were told to bring chairs.
Right.
Everybody brought picnic chairs, deck chairs, anything, and you first come first serve. You get there and you anywhere you want. And I watched Graham Hicks score as a T20 game.
Right.
Just the fastest 100 I've ever seen. 6 after 6 after 6, and he was clearing. It's a tiny ground, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a small. Especially compared to proper size pitches, it's small.
And I just watched
a very, very good pitch.
Also watched Shane Warne bowl there. I couldn't believe it. Not on the same game, but watching Shane Warne bowl on a league pitch, if you like, on a league.
Yeah.
That was quite special. I think
that's cool.
Didn't bowl that well, but it was just nice to see him. He's gone to maybe 80,000.
Yeah.
Stadiums to no seats in the ground. That's quite special. Well, do you want to end with your playing? Your favourite times in playing?
Playing. I remember getting my first fifer. That was pretty cool. Remember getting my first wicket.
Yeah.
I guess my most special moment playing. It's a bit lame, but when I scored my first 50, me and my dad opened the batting.
Yeah.
And I got my first 50 batting with my dad in 140 something partnership.
Well, how many did he make?
60 something. And I got 74. I got out first. And we're only chasing like 160. We got 149 partnership. Gutted. One-handed catch at gully it was to get me out. I couldn't believe it.
That's a good
I went after a wide one. I was like, I may as well go for it now.
Yeah.
Just.
How many did you make?
74.
Did you say your top score?
No, I don't think it is. No. But
You don't think it is?
No, because no, it isn't. But
right,
cracking catch. Bloke one-handed by his shoelaces. I don't think he's bent down that far since. Couldn't believe it. I was so gutted. 149 partnership, fell one short. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So that's probably my best moment playing.
What about playing against a certain person that we went to school with?
Oh, that was good. Yeah, that was. That was that was satisfying.
So
that's right.
If we paint the picture, we'll give a bit of a character reference to this.
Character reference. Massive dickhead.
Knobhead.
Right. Just
arrogant.
Everyone's
cocky.
been to school with him. Just massive wanker.
Bellend. Knob jockey.
We could go off on him now.
Cocksucker.
But come on. But yeah, just a horrible, arrogant person.
Motherfucker.
Who thinks he was a very good player, and he is still a very good player, but one of those people who thinks they're better than they are.
Right, yeah.
But came up against him. I was batting, and here's the thing. So he's bowling spin against us.
Right, okay. You come into bat.
I come out to bat, and he goes off his full run-up, trying to bowl as fast as he can.
Yeah.
Bowls a full toss. El Spanko put him over the hedge. 6 runs. So happy.
This is the first ball you faced?
First ball I faced, and he bowled a full toss. Hit it for 6. Then just knocking him around, hit him for 4.
Oh, nice, yeah.
So then he apologises. I promise. He apologised to the captain and started bowling spin again. So anyway, I got 20 something, and then I got out a hit to cover, and he caught it, which
he caught
was
it.
a little bit annoying. But anyway,
Did he give you a
I'd already
send-off?
proved my point. Sorry?
Did he give you a send-off?
Nah, mate, you couldn't give me a send-off. And so then he opens the batting, and I asked to open the bowling because I want to bowl at him.
Yeah.
I bowl, beautiful over.
What are you bowling?
See, I open the bowling,
right,
so I'm bowling
yeah.
pace.
Yeah.
Just really good line and length, and the pitch isn't great, so he defends it. And the bowler from the other end's bowling really well, so he doesn't get on strike for the next over. And I know he's now frustrated because he's not off the mark yet, so I know he's going to have a go at one.
Yeah.
The first two he doesn't manage to score off. Then
yeah, okay.
He just tries to go at one, which is the wrong ball to go at, and just hits it straight to cover and out for a duck. I was so happy. That was one of the best games ever. That was amazing. It's completely crushed him. It was great.
Have you taken any stunning catches? Run-outs? Anything special in the field?
My first ever game, I still think it was out. Fielding at square leg, stood by the square leg umpire.
Yeah.
Guy clips it off his legs.
So you got one stump to
yeah, and I hit it absolute peach square on. The bloke was well out, and he didn't give it out. I couldn't believe it. Right. And then my friend got his first ever wicket after that, getting him. I was like, that was mine.
Any special?
I've had a diving one.
Run
diving one-handed run out. Yeah. It was on tour. This guy knocks it down. I was feeling it mid-wicket, a little knockdown, go running for the single, pick up on the dive, underarm. He was well out, but should have just thrown it to the wicket, but it looked cool. In my head, it probably looked really bad, but that was quite satisfying.
Anything else? No?
I had a moment once playing a game, got down to, they needed 3 runs off the last ball. I was fielding down at third man. This guy goes for a big shot, edges it, comes to me, and I just, in a panic, I'm like, because everyone's out on the boundary, and I think if I throw it and I get the throw wrong, they could run 3. So I just start running with the ball from the boundary. And everyone's like, throw it! And I just ran all the way from the boundary and took it off, and the bloke was halfway back for the 3rd run by the time I got there. I should have just thrown it.
Yeah, you should have thrown that.
But it was kind of fun.
I've never played proper cricket.
Yeah, we know this.
But I have got a couple of funny stories I'd like to
Go
tell.
on, what, are you going to talk about house matches at school?
Yeah, I'm just playing at school.
Right.
Just not games, but just playing.
We got Ted out and you threw the ball over the
Well,
fence.
this is it,
Right.
yeah. Who was bowling? You?
Yeah, I was bowling.
So you bowled probably was the best cricketer at school when we played. This was when I was 16 and we were playing on a yard, so we were playing on a concrete surface.
Yeah.
I can't remember if I stumped him or...
No, I bowled it, he edged it and you caught it.
And I caught it.
You were
that was
wicky.
it. 'Cause I knew I was the wicketkeeper.
Right.
I don't know if I caught it or stumped him. What were you bowling?
It was like little cutters, and he just went to drive one, nicked it. It was a beautiful wicket. We were so happy.
And so we're on a yard. It's a fenced off yard, and behind us is
An estate.
next door, which we can't have access to. I've caught him. I've thrown this ball in the air in a celebration.
We had to get from the PE department. So we
can't go get another one, basically.
Right.
It ruined it. It stopped the day.
You gave it the whole way.
Yeah.
You've thrown it up in the air.
And it's gone up above me.
Thrown it straight over the bloody fence. I couldn't believe it. I was more gutted than I was. I got over the excitement of getting him out straight away. He killed it.
I think another moment was playing just in PE, and I'd been hit in the how to say this, the sensitive parts of your body,
Right.
by somebody bowling fairly fast, and it really
they won't have been, but go on.
wait, but it was with a swing ball.
Right.
It's quite sad, but the next ball I just cut him for 4 and it felt great.
I remember watching it. I think it was the final, Your House, against Woodbury.
Yeah.
And another not particularly gracious person was batting.
Right.
And he just skied it straight up. And you caught him. I remember watching that.
Yeah,
and everyone celebrated loads because he could smash it. And you were well happy, and I think you won it then.
Yeah, we were generally pretty good at. We had a good performance at
so
school. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Thank you, Mr. Gupta, for giving us this opportunity.
I wonder if that was interesting.
We wouldn't have thought about doing it I don't think a podcast like this. I've certainly enjoyed it. If you haven't, then sod off. We'll be back next week. Remember, the England versus South Africa ODIs are just around the corner. I think we're a week once this podcast comes out, so we'll be definitely covering those. If you've liked this or liked any of the other episodes, please give us a like. Your comments are always welcome. We love reading your comments. Anything you would like us to talk about, make sure you comment the topic, and we should definitely get around to doing that. If you have already commented and we haven't got around to them, just throw it down again. We will.
Jesus Christ.
There are a few.
Breathe.
I can't go back. For those that are new, subscribe. For those that are old, keep subscribed.
Nice.
See you next week for the Royal.
Thanks, guys. We do appreciate it for all your time that you put into listening to the podcast, and just the more you put in, the more you get out.
Also, quickly to end on, that Money in the Bank match, we'll do a fight companion for it.
Exercise like your life depends on it.